Sally Njenga. I'm 32 years old. I've been living with epilepsy for 19 years now. My first incident with epilepsy, I think this is, okay, the beginning of my life with epilepsy, but one funny story, very funny. So we were out for games and I was just having a good time with my gymnastics team. So I was lying on the ground and the school dogs were released. Everyone ran away. Everyone. We are talking about a school that holds about 600 people, but I couldn't get off the ground. That was scary for me. Why can't I get off the ground was all I was thinking about. Luckily, some of my friends realized I have been left behind and they called out my sister and I could see her coming towards me, but I couldn't stand. I couldn't help myself. I felt so helpless, but I thank God I had my sister to come to my rescue. I had a few more incidences. I had very supportive friends in school. They would wash my clothes, help me with the dishes, walk around school. But no one thought it was that serious. I remember seeing even a school nurse and giving me a brufen, and some actors because they think, you're just pretending to be sick. Then when I went home, I had just one incident. I was sweeping and I just fell. And I think my mom just knew something was not right and took me to the hospital. And that is where I was sent for some tests. That is the EEG and the head scan. The head scan was fine, but the EEG showed that I had epilepsy. So for the first 3 years of my life, I was told it was just phobia that was caused by the fright from the dogs. But in Form 2, I was told now what I call the bitter truth. You are living with epilepsy and you will take medication for the rest of your life. For a minute, my world stopped. I hated school. And then to make it worse, almost the same span, my teacher was so mean, and teachers can be mean sometimes. So it was quite a difficult moment to transit through school. But on the positive side, I still managed to finish school successfully. And I think that is one of the biggest achievements. That despite the fact that I had epilepsy, I had my family to anchor me. And of course, I was being hard-headed. There are times I would not take medication. There are those moments. But I still managed to finish school successfully. Went to college. Still, college was a bit easy, but I now understood more about epilepsy because immediately after high school, that is before college, I had joined an NGO that helped me understand more about epilepsy. I had met more people with epilepsy because in high school, I thought I was the only person in this world who had epilepsy. I had not met anyone. There was no one in that family. I had not heard about such a condition. And then you have just been told, after 3 years, you'll be fine. And then in the middle of all this drama, now you're told you're going to live with this. So of course I was confused and all, but the body helped me understand and meet more people that had epilepsy. And actually, what I left there knowing is, it's not just I'm the only one, it's that I'm better. There are those who it had affected in even more negative ways, and I appreciated life in a very broad way, and I really appreciate such bodies. And that is why I think when we tell our stories, another person will have hope. So for me, that body was a source of hope, and I'm really grateful. In college, of course, I did nutrition. Was it fun? Yes, it was fun. But I remember my mom telling me, go to school and grow up. What does that mean? Go to school and grow up just meant go to school and have fun. Apart from apart from living with epilepsy and now getting the basic education, she wanted me to enjoy being a young person. And I did exactly that. I got a boyfriend. I was living like a youth. And I don't remember in campus remembering like I have epilepsy, apart from the few episodes where it would, of course, it would get really bad and I would have to be maybe taken to the hospital and all that. But I think campus life was a bit easy for me. Work. Oh, I was among the lucky few in this Kenya. Hey, please, msiseme hakuna kazi. That one after school, in less than 6 months, I think I was working. Yeah, I was. But it was short-lived. It was short-lived. These companies, what do they do for you? They will employ you, and after, of course, I was admitted. What led to that admission was not my fault. I was not sick, by the way. It was simple. I went to the hospital, forgot. This one, I'm going to say it was my fault. Yeah, let me take the blame. Forgot to inform the doctor that I was taking anti-epileptic drugs. So, of course, when I was being treated, they did not put that into consideration, and that led to status epilepticus. And, of course, I had to be admitted for a whole week in hospital. And when I was going back to work, I did not have that job. I had lost it because no boss now wants to employ someone who will be off work because you're sick for a whole week. Yeah, so my job that I had gotten very fast, I was lost. But I think immediately in like another 3 months or so, I already had another job. How have I maneuvered through employment? One, telling the truth. I always tell my bosses that I have epilepsy before they employ me. I try to do my best at work. I do not want them to use epilepsy as the reason as to why. It has already happened once. I have lost that job once because of epilepsy. So I will not give another person the reason because you have epilepsy and you have not come to work, then I will not give you this job. So I give my best and I'm at my best. And somehow try to forget that I have epilepsy. And that positive mindset, I think, has taken me this far. And of course, we lose it, we gain it, we lose it, we gain it. But that is what epilepsy is, believing in yourself one day at a time. And that is Sally.